All right, I'm Adam Finkelstein here with Cooper Flagg, the 2024 McDonald's All-American game. Cooper, fellow New England guy, take me to your 9th grade year at Nokomis High School. You guys are 21-1, win a state championship. What was your game like at that point?
It was a lot different. I think I've just progressed a lot, in every way, to be honest. I was, kind of the same player, but just, not at the level. So I'd say, my jump shot has definitely increased a lot. But I'd say that's how, my strength was, getting to the rim. I was playing more inside because, I was taller than everybody. So I was playing inside a lot more, mid post and post up. So I'd say that was kind of my strength. And then I was just working on my jump shot all the time, my ball handle, my mobility, just trying to get quicker and quicker to be able to guard smart guys. And then I say my sophomore year kind of transformed into more of a 3-level scorer almost.
Mm-hmm.
I was not primarily in the paint. I was coming off screens, a lot of mid-ranges, stuff like that, threes, a lot more threes.
And how important was playing with Maine United because it was such a different role for you? At Montverde, you have to fit in with that group, and you're trying to help them win a national championship right away. We all know how unselfish you are, but on Maine United, you got to get 30, basically every night. So it's a different approach, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely a different approach. I think it kind of unlocked the other side of me, just because, I really just play out my instincts. So I think just having those instincts to just go out and win, and my teammates were depending on me, so it just pushed me to make those plays and score a lot more points. So that kind of helped me to excel my game, and then through the years, it just kept getting better and better.
Now, people like me are always talking about your game, analyzing your game. What do you think is the best part of your game?
I'd probably just say versatility. I really take pride in just staying in front of the ball, and then blocking shots, grabbing rebounds. I'd say that's the most, the part of my game I'm most proud of.
All right, so I want to ask you about your shooting because it seemed, and I'm going to geek out a little bit basketball-wise right now. It seemed like your level of elevate, you rise up into your mid-range pull-up. When you went back to Maine this winter, and I was calling those games, I saw you rise up from 3. I didn't think I had seen that before, that same level of lift into your shot from that range. Is that first of all, is that accurate? Are you trying to lift up more into that shot, or is that something that just kind of happened organically in the flow?
I'll say a little bit of both. I'm definitely trying to work on getting more elevation in all my shots, especially the 3, just because sometimes I kind of get a little flat-footed and I end up missing short. So I think just being athletic in my athletic position and kind of just feeling that natural type of organic shot, say more of a set shot. I think I have a lot more success when I just just shoot it and stop thinking about it so much. Yeah, I tend to do that sometimes. So yeah, I've been just working on it a lot.
Last thing I want to ask you about, you have a definite, and I know it's kind of cliche because everybody says it, but you have a killer instinct on the floor. You got this look on you, and it's okay, he's about to go off right now. Where did that come from? And are you cognizant of that? Do you feel different at certain points in the game? Is that ultra competitiveness, or what's that like internally?
I don't really notice it, but I think it kind of started even when I was little. I used to have a problem, to be honest, when I was young. If I was playing bad or things weren't going my way, I would get so frustrated. I would come to tears sometimes, on the court. I was always so competitive that I always kind of just found that fire within myself. And sometimes, like you said, when it just clicks on, it clicks on, and I'm usually able to have at a good level. But like you said, sometimes it does click into a different gear.
In a productive way, from what I've seen. It seems like it's part of what makes you so effective.
No, definitely. I think a big part of my game developing has been being able to control my emotions and kind of use them as fuel instead of frustration. The way especially with Man United, at the start of last year I was getting frustrated a lot. And I was showing a lot of facial expressions that were
With officiating?
Yeah, that
right.
And with my teammates sometimes that just wasn't positive and unneeded, it didn't help anything. So the other season I was able to just kind of turn it around, be more positive, and just not really just show as much frustration. And I feel when you're positive, you turn negative emotions into positive ones and working harder and just use it to fuel you And then it just helps me just like click into a different mode.
One of the many things which I think makes you unique, one of a kind, is that for as hyper competitive as you seem, you balance that with your unselfishness. Lots of times you see the really competitive guys start forcing their individual offense. I don't know that I've ever seen you take a bad shot. Certainly they're isolated incidents, but so that overlap is really, really unique. Do you take as much pride in passing as you do in scoring?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I just pride myself on making the right play. So, I mean, it's just kind of, like I said, playing off my instincts. And when it comes down to either taking a shot or passing the ball, it's all instincts. I'm not really thinking about trying to be unselfish or trying to, like, be ultra competitive. Like, I'm trying to make the right play because I think that's what people don't understand. Like, when they get competitive and they think they need to take shots, like, that's not what's best for the team sometimes.
Right. No doubt.
So I want to win, so I just try to make the right play.
Last question on that point. Do you have defined goals? Like, we hear a lot about Jared McCain and his vision board and stuff like that. Like, do you write down national championship, whatever it may be? Do you have stuff like that internally?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like a list. I did make one, I think, like after my 8th grade year or my freshman year. During my freshman year, I made like a goal list, but it wasn't like a big scale like list, like really down the line future. It was kind of like through my first 2 years of high school. So, but I mean, I think I definitely have like goals that I invest myself in, that I'm always thinking about internally.
But you're just more private about them.
Yeah.
All right, Cooper Flagg, top-ranked prospect in the national class. Thanks, man.